Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today is going to be, what are we dwelling on? What are they dwelling on? What are you dwelling on? You know, you can just reverse. You can sometimes just mirror each other no matter what. Okay, so let's have a look. Two piles, you know the deal, okay? I was hoping for some more light today, but I don't think I like the daylight. But today, you know, we are dealing with what we're dealing, okay? It's a reality. It's what it is. Okay. Pile number one, pile number two, one, two, one, two. Okay, so pile number one, while we're dwelling on they or you, whatever. The star, the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands. Yeah. So the dwelling, it comes from, you know, a lot of hurdles. There's been one thing after the other, and you just wonder when that is gonna ever stop. Okay. You both know where you're going. You know you are each other wish granted. You as a star. That person is a star as well. If it's a business kind of thing, you are the answer to their problem. It's been a hurdle to get to that, you know, new position, blah, 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 job offer, blah, blah, blah. We know the deal. You apply in your own context. However, you've always been very clear this is a job you wanted. This is a position you wanted. This is the promotion you wanted. Love is definitely about you knowing that you two belong to each other. You are each other's star, superstar. You are really the one for each other. It's all about balancing the emotion. And that's the thing. When you dwell, when you feel like it's like, not going anywhere, the emotion are very much tested. And that's when you actually learn. You learn a lot about yourself. You're learning maybe about self-development, whether it's work or not, doesn't matter. You know, when you're working on yourself, you reflect in many different areas, if not all area of your life. So you're learning a lot about yourself. You have a lot, of course, of support around you. You know, maybe a mentor, maybe a good friend, maybe a therapist, and then you can work together and deepen that knowledge. Or maybe you have someone who can help you, a lawyer or something that can help you with the contract you want to sign. Anyway, so the dwelling is not that much dwelling. It's more like finishing, you know, those little details that need to be sorted. That's okay, but you feel like dwelling because it's been a long road to get there. Totally, but you know where you're going and you know what you're going for. Yes, celebration. Yes, you're dwelling on maybe, yes, an idea of a lot of people maybe was, you know, presenting themselves as a candidate for that job. Yes, maybe you felt like there was a lot of, you know, maybe other ladies or gentlemen in in the kind of surrounding of the person of interest, for sure. But you felt like, oh, you know, it's competition here. But you also can be people who can support you and see you and help you to get where you want. So there's a lot of support here and matters to celebrate. So yes, maybe competition in many different ways. So what? Doesn't really matter because you're the only superstar. That's it. That person only sees you. So it can be surrounded, or she can be surrounded by 100 million people. That person only sees you. So yes, they're checking you out online. Totally, 100%. Maybe they've been cutting with their word at first, maybe a little bit defensive, maybe, you know, whatever. And they know that if they don't come across come across the right way, you might cut them off because you're lovely, but come on, let's not push it, right? And do we have a deal here or not? Yes, we do. You have a match, Queen and King of Swords. There's nothing to worry about. There's no dwelling. It's just a preparation to get to the same level, to get to the same vibe, the same vibration. You both maybe, yes, protecting yourself toward the other one. Yes, you might both be a bit cutting, but it doesn't matter because deep inside you have a very beautiful heart, a heart which is ready to be open. A lot of feelings, a lot of emotion deep inside, but that protection, right? So as a result, that may create Yes, an idea of like, no, I'm not going there, no, I'm not going there. Of course, that create the hurdles. However, you both learn a lot, and you more importantly learn that you are each other superstar. So you can put that in business, context, doesn't matter, because you really are the one for the position. There was a lot of, people around, doesn't really matter because you're a match. Okay, so just relax, chillax. I think that's the idea of the beginning of this year. Just chillax, okay? A lot of people feel like it has to happen now. Chill into it. It's happening, okay? So pile number 2, what are we dwelling about? Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. An idea of, we've been waiting for a while. There was a choice to be made. Oh my God, are we getting there? Seriously? Yes. The idea, yes. Before movement, you have an idea of stagnation. Of course, you can't be on a go all the time. Well, it wasn't stagnation, it was preparation. Yes. So you still may be feeling the idea of like, okay, waiting, preparing. Nothing is happening. Yes, it is happening. Because the Wheel of Fortune is that movement forward for the better. And it's happening now, it's destiny. So yes, there was a bit of waiting, but it was more about a preparation. And yes, 9 of Pentacles, male or female, you're someone who have been going through a lot. You had to rebuild yourself hundreds of times as a result. And, you always come back on at the top, seriously. And that's why you so very much together. Whether it's business, whether it's love, people are almost intimidated by you because you kind of like, wow, that person knows 1 or 2 things about life. Oof. Yes, nothing was given to that person for free. She or he had to deal with it and dig deep to rebuild every single time. And look at this. Splendid. So, people can't forget you. No way. No, they can't forget you. They're rushing towards you. So movement is happening, definitely. There was no dwelling. It was preparation. And now, like the Rubik's Cube thing I told you, when it's all, that's it. Let's go. Now we're ready. Okay? Yes. Queen of Pentacles, again, doesn't matter about male, female. It's about this idea of you being so grounded, so solid. Yes, you want something true. You want something long term. You want something when you can really put all your effort in and, just build seriously. It's all about long term. It's about Pentacle. So it can be, as of course, money, it can be work. Absolutely. You are someone who wants to build long term. No fluffing around. The timing has to be correct. The conditions have to be correct. Because you want the truth, you want something loyal, truthful, your vibe. Yeah. The way it was before wasn't correct. And it was supposed to be in, a more positive base. It had to be, the foundation had to be healthy. The foundation had to be real. Before, it wasn't totally there. That's why it was not really happening. And you felt it. You knew. And the other person, as a result, as well, knew it. So, again, the idea of destiny. They're calling you. They're coming. It was the idea of destiny. Definitely. Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, come on, it is all written. But before, it wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't happening because it wasn't destiny. Now, the timing is correct. Now, you're dropping the heavy weight off your shoulder. You do not want to carry things that don't belong to you. You don't want responsibility that don't belong to you. You're ready to do the work, but you're not going to do other people's work. They have to do their work. Okay? They have to be correct, loyal, correct, trustworthy. Okay? So now we're talking. And it's about, okay, what is good for me now? You're not going to be like serving the whole world and not, serving yourself first. How can you help other people if you can't help yourself first? And it's not selfish. It's about anchoring yourself. I learned that the hard way. Just saying. King of Cups. Yes. It was the idea of like in between. Okay, I'm okay to be with you, but I want to commit. I'm on the fence. I'm like this. This is not acceptable. No. Not acceptable at all. So, have to go. Absolutely. It had to be shaken because that was not the right way. The foundation was wrong. But now, yes, you're covering your heart because you want to make sure that person, that situation, blah, 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 is correct. You're not going to accept any compromise, any middle ground. You have a nostalgia, of course, because you know that person, that job offer, whatever, is definitely something worth your time. There's potential there you can't forget. But you want that in your own, principles. And yes, maybe there was someone in the picture. Third party possible. Again, on the second part, it's quite often it is. Whatever. Third party doesn't have to be a person. It can be also the focus being on something else, work, gym, whatever. Okay. However, that can also be seen that you being, soulmate. Definitely. So you knew all the way that there was just some hurdle, there was some kind of something in a blocking, but you knew as well that it will unblock naturally. It will happen naturally and in a healthy way, but also within yourself, something unblocked. You realize I have to respect myself first, and then the rest will fall into place naturally, organically. Knight of Cups. They're both protecting. It's fascinating because you have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of emotion here. It's a lot of feelings, a lot of things to say, a lot of things to feel. And now it's opening nicely in a vulnerable way, but in a very beautiful way. I'm going to leave it there because this is gorgeous and I could go forever. Yes, totally. Offer because the universe is saying, well, listen, you worked so hard, you've been so patient, you didn't give up. Look at this. Here's your reward. A job offer, a love offer, I was love at first sight, blah, 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 the whole shebang. There's a lot of love here and there's a lot of new possibilities in a sense of, okay, this is a fresh start. Let's go, let's do this. Now we're ready. So it's just cooking. It's okay. Just cooking. And this is my beautiful scarf for my friend Diane. Full of love. Okay, on this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah, ciao.